Thanks, guys. We'll open it up with an opening statement from Coach.
Well, I'm pleased in a few regards, and obviously, at this time of year, I don't think any coach is totally pleased, but we're really trying to focus on our defensive disruption. And I really thought for the 15 minutes, the last 15 minutes of the first half was one of our better defensive stretches. It's just a matter now of, I think it gives our guys confidence that we can do it, but we got to sustain it. And as I told them in the locker room, the biggest thing is consistency. I mean, everybody can defend for stretches, but we've got to take that 15 to 40. But you got to start somewhere. So I mean, I really was pleased with that. I mean, it's obvious we're trying to get the ball inside to Timmy and Gabe, and I think our guys are doing a good job of that now. We've got to play off of that better. We've got our shooters are a little bit stagnant right now, and Griffin and Max Humi and some guys are a little bit out of rhythm. So it's just putting it all together and getting consistent. But it's nice to do it with a win, and we left a lot on the table tonight, but it's good to we know we have what we work on, and we go back to work tomorrow and hopefully play better on Saturday at Riverside.
Coach, you preach defense both home and away. The team kept Deishuan, your leading scorer, to 11 on 3 of 10. Was that something you guys aimed for?
Yeah, and that's the best we've done on him in 2-3 years he's been there. So, but that's our best matchup. When another good player, I don't care if it's Michigan State or who, our best defenders, Gabe and KJ, are at the 4 spot. So we have, we've got to be able to win that matchup because those two guys are our best 2 disruptors. So, but it was good to see. The one thing is we're switching his ball screens because, but we did a much better job of that today than we did against Jack Purchase last week against Hawaii when we missed a couple. But this team is, our awareness defensively has just got to get better. I mean, early in both halves, Gomez just had such good looks, and he's a really good shooter. But you make really good shooters into automatic shooters and get them into rhythm when you lose them, and you can't lose guys. I mean, we've got to do a better job of taking the scout to the floor, and we made some of those errors. Even I thought we played good the last 15 minutes, but the first 5 minutes is all about preparing. We trusting the coaches. This is what's going to happen, and this team seems to have to see it to believe it. And the first 5 minutes of both halves, they went for I think 12 points, and that's a 100-point pace, and you got to be able to come out and establish early in halves and dictate from the defensive end better.
Coach, you guys had, I think, 14 points with about 7:55 left in the first half. You weren't shooting well. What got you guys going? Because by the time halftime rolls around, you guys had.
I thought our defense did. I thought we got some stops, some deflections, and we got out in the open court and got some space, and we didn't settle. We attacked the paint and aggressively got the ball in transition and early in offense, and then and Timmy and Gabe are probably as bad of offenders. Everybody thinks, well, if you're settling for jumpers, but those two are the two that have settled for jumpers early in halves instead of getting it in and attacking to the paint, because nobody in this league can stop those two when they attack the paint, and and that opens it up for everybody else. So we're continuing. I know it sounds like an excuse, but we're still trying to get everybody on the same page. And we played for the first month without Timmy, and then now we're playing without Alberts to stretch the defense. And Timoteo is the kind of player that you just don't come back. And I don't know how Brian will be when he comes back, but Timoteo has taken. He was out the first month, and it's taken him a month to play his way back into shape and rhythm. He's a real rhythm player, and just in the last 2 weeks, he's really started to get rhythm where we can go to him, and he had 4 assists and no turnovers at half, and play off of him. You know, a month ago he was playing 8 minutes a game. His season high a week ago was 20 minutes. You know, and he got in foul trouble tonight and still played more than that. So we're still a work in progress, which is exciting for me. I've had a lot of teams here that have won the league or done really well, but we didn't get better. You know, the last month where it matters the most. I think if these guys keep the same attitude, we're going to continue to just inch away at this and get ourselves and hopefully peak at the right time.
Coach, can you talk about Gabe Monson's big night a little bit? What did you see from him?
I saw Gabe attack, and he was very aggressive, especially when we called the timeout and said, we are done taking jumpers, and Gabe, you need to attack the paint. And it wasn't probably that nice we said it, but Gabe is coachable, and he's unselfish to a fault, you know, and I think he and Timmy both sometimes it's like, well, they're forcing it in here, and I gotta get other guys involved and everything, but you know, Gabe is a hard because he can shoot it and he can bounce it, and he's strong, athletic, can finish. I mean, he's got a very solid offensive package, and you know, and you got to give those other guys, you know, being unselfish. And I thought Booker did a really good job of attacking the paint, especially to end this first half of getting himself in the paint and getting free throws. I know Sinkyu, our Carey, our assistant who had the scouts, told him earlier today, you should get 15 free throws today. You know, you should be able to attack these guys off the on balls, and I thought that was the most aggressive he's been. But as you see, we really only had 3 guys in the attack mode when you look at the box score, and we've got to get these freshmen eat on. And I thought Jordan Roberts got a little bit comfortable, had a couple finishes that he didn't get on balance on, but you know, he's got a great feel. And again, here's a kid that missed the whole preseason with a broken foot, so he's still trying to get his rhythm out there, but. We're getting there, and our guys' attitude's good, and we're going to just keep plugging for it. All right?
At the end of the day, points don't matter. I just want to win, and whatever I could do to help the team win that's all I want.
Look, with 7 minutes left, it seemed like you tweaked something. Can you talk about that?
I just caught a cramp in my calf. Every time I tried to push off it, I just caught a cramp. That's all it was.
Gabe, what did Coach tell you, like, during the second half? Did he tell you to, like, be more aggressive, or? No, not really. I think we were just more keyed in on having a better defensive half, even though it didn't happen. That was our main focus today, was our defense.
You guys went on that big run in the first half, Gabe. What did you guys talk about kind of in the time out there to turn it around and get that big run?
Yeah, I mean, that was our defense. That gave us easy opportunities to score on the other end. I thought we had multiple opportunities to close out the game early, and we just, I don't know if it was complacency or what, but we let them back in it too many times.
All right, thanks, guys.